With comedy, Ewan!
Yeah, Ewan!
Hey, you guys, let me try some slightly different jokes. Yeah, last Sunday was Cinco de Mayo. Me, I got super drunk. And I was like, oh, it's Cinco de Mayo today? And I don't know why it's so hard to make a woman orgasm, you know? You would think that when a man and a woman have sex together, they would come at the same time, right? But no, not even close, right? So you gotta like do all these things, you know, like basically go down on them, right? Which is not an easy thing at all, you know? Like your back starts cramping up and shit after a while, you know, like nothing sticks out of the vagina, right? So you gotta like reach in there with your tongue, right? It's like lapping up a puddle of water through a small hole between three fucking boulders and shit, you know? You're like, And you're fucking down there for like a long time and shit. It's like a fucking part-time job, you know? The hair's all itching your face and shit. And you're like fucking down there like, hurry up. Like, fuck, what are you thinking about, baseball or something? Shit. But finally she comes, you're like, woo! You're welcome, baby. And yeah, that guy, rapper Macklemore, he came out with a new pro-Palestine song called Heinz Hall. You know, people who aren't paying attention to the war, they don't know who Heinz is, right?
What is it?
She was a little girl that got killed by the IDF, a little 6-year-old girl a couple months back. Like me, I'm Gen X, right? So I know Heinz's story, but as a Gen Xer, who I don't know is like, who the fuck is Macklemore? Okay, I'll do these jokes again. Oh no, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a quick comer, you know, but I'm a frequent comer. I'll be like, oh crap, I just came. Oh crap, I just came again. Yeah, I'm a boob man, you know, I like boobs. I'm like, yes please, I'll take those. Actually, do you have something bigger? Yeah, white people like to call Asians yellow, you know. I'm like, we're not yellow, you know, we're white. Like, you guys are fucking like pink and orange and shit. Yeah, I have a new idea, you know. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna invent tattoo ink for dark-skinned people, you know. Yeah, my buddy the other day showed me his tattoo. I was like, oh wow, that's a really cool dragon. I was like, it's my daughter's name. See, okay, let me tell this story again for a new guy. Yeah, the whole little dick Asian myth, you know, it really worked in my favor, right? This little petite black French lady, she was like 5'2", you know. She like totally singled me out, right? She probably thought like, oh, this Asian guy has, you know, probably has a lot of money and a small dick. Wrong. You know, I don't have it. Like, I'm broke as shit. Yeah, I have a normal sized dick, you know. Like, I know because I was in the army, right? Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, when she saw my dick, she was like, oh my god, you know, your dick is fucking huge, right? Which is something every guy likes to hear, right? You know, I was like, you know, it's not that big, but thank you. Like, my dick's not the longest, you know, but it is a bit girthy. And so upon initial insertion, she was like, ah! Right, you know, hurting someone with your dick is like the manliest thing you could ever fucking possibly do, right? I could almost feel my ancestors like patting me on the back and shit. You know, I encourage every guy to find a woman who's like at least 6 inches shorter than them, right? Like, it was awesome, you know? Like, when I saw my dick in her little hands, I was like, whoa, maybe I do have a big dick, right? Like, having sex with her, I felt like a fucking porn star and shit, you know? Like, maybe I should get like a porn name. I could use my own name. I could be like, Ewan. Ooh! Yeah, peeing with a hard on is fucking hard, right? I mean, it's fine if you're outside, right? You're just like, whatever. But if you're trying to aim at a small target like a toilet, it's fucking real hard, you know? Like playing, whatever, trying to pee in a small target like a toilet. It's like fucking playing skee ball with your dick. Yeah, Joe Biden is old as fuck, right? He's so old, his first dog was named Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex. It was a different age when Joe Biden was a kid, right? The Ice Age. Yeah. My dog is cute, right? She's so cute when other dogs see her, they say, oh my god, that dog's so cute. And then they say, oh my god, I can talk. Okay, let me try that one. Let me try this other story. Alright, the day I left for the army, right? You know, my mom, she came home from work that day, right? She'd never done this before. And so, we go to lunch, right? We go to the Denny's, and I was so nervous. I remember I couldn't eat anything. And we get home, and we're waiting for my recruiter, right? I get all my stuff ready and like waiting for a couple hours, right? And after a while, I'm thinking like, hey, what if he doesn't show up, right? But then right at the fucking minute, the second that he said he was gonna be there, I hear these footsteps, right, going up steps outside. And like, I know it's him because it's like all slow, right? Like not like a normal person. And he like walks up to the front of the door. And I hear this talk, right? I open the door, right? It's him. You know, I'd seen my recruiter about 5 times before this, but I never seen him like in his full uniform, right? He's got all his medals and shit. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's like a fucking war hero, right? So I turned to my mom, and then you know, Asian people, like, we're not very affectionate, right? So my mom, she never really hugged me or anything. So she's like, oh, bye, son, right? I'm like, oh, whatever. And so I follow my recruiter downstairs. We get into his car, right? And we back up. And just as we're about to pull out, my mom comes flying down the fucking stairs, right? And tears are fucking pouring down her face, you know? She runs over to the fucking car, she jumps on the back of it, right? She's like, I love you, son, you know, don't die, right? Come back home, right? And I'm like, oh shit, I will, I love you, mom, yeah, I will, right? I give her a great big hug, right? And we drive off. And I look in the back, you know, I look back. She's fucking standing on the side of the road just bawling, you know, like, ah. It was crazy, you know? And then I call her about an hour later, right? Because I'm all worried. And she's all partying with all her friends. I don't know this last joke. You know, comedians will always tell you 2 things, right? They'll always tell you when they get booked on a show, and they'll always tell you when they just recently had sex. It's a bit juvenile, right? Like myself, I haven't been booked on a show in over a month. But I did get laid last week, so hoo-ah! My name's Iwan Noog, I'm out of here, thank you.
Iwan, ooh, all right. So closing us out, 8th.